Hey everyone, this is Heidi from the blog Hands Occupied with another crochet tutorial for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to whip up this quick, cute Bavarian-inspired Christmas bauble ornament. This Bavarian-inspired cross-stitch ornament is a really fun one to make. If you're new to amigurumi, which is a style of crochet where you make cute little dolls and you often work them in the round, I started using a simple amigurumi sphere to make this bauble ornament. So you begin with a magic ring and you increase to form a circle, work your rounds even, so work rounds without increasing or decreasing for a little while, and then skip stitches at an evenly paced rate to decrease each round toward the top of your sphere. But what I really want to show you in this video today is how to sew these cross-stitch X's, which might seem like they're really simple, but you can use a trick with counting stitches to end up with those X's being perfectly spaced around your Christmas ornament. So to do this, I've got a tapestry needle threaded here with just some white scrap wool. So this tapestry needle, it has a big enough eye for threading yarn through, and it's a little bit duller than a traditional sewing needle. So what I did to sew these X's was I inserted my sewing needle, I just picked a spot in my round and inserted the tip of my tapestry sewing needle here. But what you do to be able to just sew along the surface of your sphere is you automatically bring the tip up when you're inserting it into your crochet. So you're inserting in one spot and drawing out in another at the same time. And so since what I want to show you is how to get these stitches evenly placed, let me show you something real quick. So what I did for these X's was I visualized by counting a grid of 3 by 3 stitches of single crochet. So we're inserting the tip of our tapestry needle right at the upper right of one single crochet stitch. And then I'm counting over 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and drawing up my needle right across where the 3rd stitch ends, okay? And now to keep our 3 by 3 grid going, we need to count down 1, 2, 3 rows and over 1, 2, 3 stitches and inserting our tapestry needle in the base of that stitch and bringing out the tip in that same stitch where we initially inserted our tapestry needle. You'll notice I didn't knot off my yarn, I just left it loose. I did that to help with weaving in ends at the end of sewing all of these crosses. So when you count like that and draw up your wool, you're able to create an evenly spaced X by just counting over that 3 by 3 grid. And now to finish out this stitch, you can count over 3, 1, 2, 3 stitches and down 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 rows to know where to place the last end of your X. But since we're sewing more than one cross at a time, we need to right away count over 3 stitches so we know where to draw up our tapestry needle once again. So there's 1, 2, 3 stitches. And we've inserted our tapestry needle like so. And so all of this working yarn here is coming from the upper right of this X and coming out the bottom left of this X. So we draw that wool through, and what that does is it finishes out this first X and gets our yarn in place to start our second. The nice thing about working subsequent X's after that first X is that you already automatically know where to insert the tip of your tapestry needle to start the next X, and then again count over 1, 2, 3 stitches, bring out the tip of your tapestry needle and draw it through, forming the first leg of the X, and then since this is a subsequent X, you can just insert your tapestry needle down here in the base of the other X to finish out that cross. And then just for demonstration's sake, I'm just going to draw out my tapestry needle so you can see what those two X's next to each other look like. So I simply did a round of X's all the way around my Bavarian-inspired Christmas bauble here. I just did one round of X's, but this looks kind of cool too if you wanted to cover more of your ornament in cross stitches. This is also a fun project where if you crochet the body of your bauble, you could even teach a kid how to sew these cross stitch X's onto the ornament. And if you're not wild about cross stitches, you can also sew someone's initial or embroider something more creative and personal for someone if you're giving this as a gift. If you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments section and tune in again soon for even more video tutorials.